Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sharon, and this is Classy Shades Designs. I found this bamboo wood cutting board at the Dollar Tree and thought it would make a perfect gift to give to some dear friends of mine. I'm going to personalize this, but in order to do that, I'm going to start by sectioning off two sections so that I can prepare them for the next step. I am using some half-inch tape. It's just painter's tape and you can pick it up any place, and section off a portion of the bottom and the top. I'm just eyeing this to the way that I like it so that I can move forward. The next step is I'm going to go ahead and take some Mod Podge and Mod Podge the base of each side below the tape. And then using my Happy Life foil sheets, I'm going to go ahead and add this to the bottom where I put the first layer of Mod Podge. Now I'm trying to piece together and use some excess sheets that I had, but that wasn't working, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a larger sheet and lay it across. You can use any color of foil paper you want to create this, but because I know my friends have a gray and silver kitchen with some black accents, I'm going to use this silver metallic paper. I'll repeat this exact same step across the top until I have a completed project with the foil being on both ends of the paper. Tips to this, because this foil is very light and airy, is use a full sheet and then just tear off and throw away what you don't need. Once I had the tape and the foil the way that I wanted to, I went over my trash can and using my finger I just rubbed off the excess and pulled the tape. When you pull your painter's tape off, always pull it down so that it doesn't rip up your design. I next measured out the size of my opening that I had left so I could go to my silhouette and print out their family crest. And this literally is their crest that they use on all of their invitations, and everything that they have around their house has their Gist family crest on it. Once I had that weeded out, I came back to my cutting board and I prepared to I'm getting the board prepared so that I can put the crest on it, but because wood and the metallic vinyl that I'm using don't like to adhere to each other, I'm going to go ahead and put Mod Podge across the entire project right now. This Mod Podge will also help me seal in the foil paper so that I don't keep lifting it off as I work with the board on the next steps. Now you can see here where I am able to put down my design that I created on the silhouette much easier because I use the Mod Podge as a form of adhesive on the bottom. Adding some embellishments with some vinyl strips on the top and the bottom, and then I went over both of those with a strip of silver, not the metallic silver but just base silver gray strip, really thin, so that I could help round the entire project out. And this is what it looked like so far. Now what we need to do is seal the entire thing in, and I want to show you two ways that you can seal it. You can use Mod Podge as one way and cover your Mod Podge over the entire project. If you use Mod Podge, you'll probably need 2 or 3 layers, allowing them to dry completely in between. Or you can use epoxy, which is what I'm going to do here. So I did do a layer of Mod Podge, and now I'm going to do a layer of epoxy to cover the entire bamboo board. What I want to do is make it so that if they choose to, they can still use this as a chopping board. If not, they don't have to, but the epoxy that I'm using is food safe. Using my handy dandy torch, I'm going to pop any bubbles that came in that formed in the epoxy so that when it dries it will have a clear, dry, smooth on it. Clear, dry, smooth finish. And this is how it turned out. It looks really, really nice. It's a real easy, simple project. It took me a couple of hours minus the time for drying with the epoxy, which I allow to dry 2 days. But this is what it looks like, and this will make another great gift that's personalized that only my friends will have, and you can make one for your friends as well. See you next time.